19 competitors about to set out. The men's 10,000 meter points elimination race is on. First of all, they'll get a few laps just to loosen up, warm up, establish their rhythm. Nobody will do anything too silly early on. This is about endurance, about timing, and about attacking at exactly the right time. Swings there in third place, the defending World Games champion. Backed in behind Pachi Pula of Spain, one of the Chinese Taipei skaters. Prominent as well, I think that's Guang. So here they go. In fact, it's Son Yun-song that's leading the way at the moment. Man who picked up 9 points in last year's World Championship, the same as Peter Michael of New Zealand. And Son finishing with the faster time. That's what earned him the medal. So Son continues to lead the way here. Korea, Spain, Belgium, the 1, 2, 3 at the moment. But they haven't even started getting down to business yet. These 19 skaters. Pretty much in a line at the moment. Energy being conserved for when things really matter. And if you can, around the 2/3 mark, make a break, drop most of the others. Look at this, there's a real big attack coming in here from the German, Reinen. Well, he's decided to just set his stall out here. So Reinen taking the first bell with a big lead. So the first 2 points look like they're heading to Germany. Swings and Son look to be dueling at the front of the pack for the second point. And is it going to be the Belgian who takes it? He's looking good at the moment, but a glance behind him there. Well, this really is throwing it down from Reinen, and Swings saying, well, I'm not letting you get too far ahead of me, because if you start picking up too many 2-pointers early on, that's going to take an awful lot of dragging back. So Bart Swings deciding, you know what? You want to make a race of this? You're going to have a race. Swings, hits the front, and some of these others have been just forced into action, jolted out of their complacency. And the gap starts to shrink. Elton de Souza is up there as well with Ewan Fernandez of France. Well, they've joined the big group. Pachi Pula is in there as well, and now the Italian looks like he's making his move, one of the 2 Italians. So it's all about Swings and Reinen at the moment, but we're about to see an Italian point. 2 points indeed, of course. Daniel Niero leading the way. Swings tucked in behind him will just garner another point. And now he will hit the front. And Swings and Niero will try and work together to just accumulate a couple more points here if they possibly can. These are cheap points because there's a gap opening up. And it's the 2 French skaters that have decided to do something about that. Elton de Souza making his attack. And just settling for what he had there. Didn't go flat out, de Souza, but he's exactly where he wants to be now. So Swings with the early lead. Son seems to have disappeared. No sign of Peter Michael yet either. And significantly, Ken Kuwada, the Argentinian, is nowhere to be seen. He's towards the back of the field, the defending world champion. So Swings has picked up 6 cheap points, and it's going to take something for Kuwada to pull that back, even at this early. Barely a third of the way through this 10,000 meters. The Belgian currently in third place there. Tucked in behind Euler. Fernandez on the board for France as well. And Elton de Souza getting very, very close to the action as well. And now things pick up once again. Another attack spreads the field wide open. And they've all got to watch each other when these attacks come, as things can change so quickly in these points elimination races. And just like that, Bolaños Villa of Ecuador has joined the party. Fernandez tucked in just behind him. Swings has dropped down to fourth behind Piula. And they will start fishing them off the back. But look at these two. Bolaños Villa and Fernandez now seemingly able to capitalize as the group has been split asunder again. And there's a third skater just trying to keep in touch there. One of the two Italians, I think is that Niero. Well, can these three work together to share the spoils? And Swings has allowed himself to be detached. He still leads, but Fernandez, the Frenchman, is right on his tail. And Bolaños Villa is also closing in. Fernandez now, after that latest 2-point haul, takes the lead. Reinen, whose early burst produced 3 points, has dropped. Niero failing to add to his points. And now the rest of the group are managing to catch up and make a move as well as we approach midway. And they're seeing skaters get eliminated. That's one of the poles departing the scene. Dramatic stuff here as we have more lead changes, more skaters stepping up. They'll all have their tactics, they'll all know the strategy, what they want to try and achieve. And finally, they're seeing some New Zealand interest in this one. This has been a long time coming on one of the key medal contenders. And it's a big group together. There's the Ecuadorian making another push. Bolaños Villa, and he picks up a point there. Michael, though, adding 2 more, so he's now lurking with intent. Swings just trying to make sure that this doesn't get too out of hand, so he's now risen to the front and making his move as well. Michael is tracking him. He's timed this brilliantly. Bart Swings. Again, the field has had to do a lot of work just to try and close the gap, and look who's popped up into third place. It's Cuada, the Argentinian, the reigning world champion, but he needs to get on the board pretty quickly. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to get himself into the medal mix here. Swings and Fernandez, each with 7 points already. Bolaños Villa and Michael with 5. There's another back marker is eliminated. Now Cuada looking to try and attack and put himself on the board here. He's tucked into second place, so it looks like he's got a good chance of opening his account here. And he does just that. Now this is where Swings and Fernandez need to keep very, very close eyes on what's going on all around them. Livio Wenger of Switzerland picking up a point there as well. And it's all about the Argentinian now. How much damage can he inflict? Cuada and Wenger sharing the last points. Here, Cuada looks like he may just have to settle for the 1 point, or is he going to have another little go here? As things start to get interesting, it's Wenger that's coasting a little bit behind them. And Alejandro Paez, the Mexican, continues to lead the way here. And as things get very interesting, Cuada now with 3 points, and in a group of 3 with the Mexican Páez and Livio Venga. What a surprise to see him in that group as well. Yeah, they're all just discussing their tactics. Right, your turn. They've got to work together as a trio, even though only 2 of them can pick up points, because if they can just keep ahead of the rest of the field, they'll be in terrific shape. And the Argentinian, who sat there and sat there and sat there, now looks like he's in a terrific place. You've got to keep an eye on Páez as well, who's picked up the last two pointers at the 640 and the 680 mark. So Páez, definitely an active player here, and Swings and Fernandez are finding that this is all getting a bit too close for comfort. There's another point, goes to Cuadra there. And Livio Venga adding a couple more points to his tally, so he's only just off the board as well. But at the moment, it looks very much as if Ken Cuadra has got this absolutely right. Still Páez leading the way. Venga tucked in just behind those 2. Well, look how close it is now. Still Swings and Fernandez in the lead, but the Argentinian and Páez just behind him. And Venga detached on 3. He needs to just try and get to the head of this when the points are up for grabs if he wants to make any kind of move at all. Swings and Fernandez, it looks like they could be in the pack dueling for the bronze here. Remember, if they're level on points, it's going to be who's got the fastest finish time. At the moment, you'd have to fancy Páez and Ken, the Argentinian. Páez has really found a productive seam here. So here we are, getting very close to the finish here. And the Argentinian slipping off the pace. And Venga picking up another couple of points, so that'll take him to 5. And Páez now effectively in the lead, and there is confirmation. Look at Venga moving up into 6th as well, into equal 4th as well with 6 points. So Swings and Fernandez, both at the moment, look like they actually could be missing out on the medals altogether. If Venga gets himself another point and stays in this lead group, the Swiss man at the back of this trio, then he'll be on the podium. So Ken Cuadra, the Argentinian, needs 3 points to overhaul the Mexican that's in front of him. He'll take another one there. And he's joined by Venga. They're going to give the Argentinian the 2 points there. Venga will settle for the 1. So at the moment, Swings and Fernandez both out of this one. As we approach 1 kilometer left. Now Páez of Mexico, Ken of Argentina look to be battling this out between them. It could come down to a sprint finish. It's that close. Now the big stretch there from Venga. That puts him right into the mix now all of a sudden. So the big 3 level on 9 points apiece. This is where the medals are going. It's just in what order. And Venga with that really clever stretch there, picking up the 2 points. Well, this really is a fascinating duel. Venga in the lead, Ken just lurking. Páez, who's put in a lot of work, maybe he's starting to feel the pace. He had a nervous look round behind him there, the Mexican. He's struggling. It looks like it's going to be between the Swiss Livio Venga, who's having an absolutely brilliant skate here against the reigning world champion. Now the pack are trying to close. They've left it very, very late. Far too late, surely. Now Ken has attacked. He's got himself back in front. And there's some of the charging finishers coming through as well, but surely they've left it far too late. Just look at this. Ken having a look around and just saying, I've got it. I'll take the 2 points. I'll go top of the leaderboard. I'll take another gold medal. Thank you very much. Livio Venga will be very pleased to pick up a silver medal there. And impressive work from Milka and Alejandro Paez of Mexico, who did an awful lot of work in the middle laps to ensure that the bronze medal will be going home with him.